Join us today in Montreux for a lazy day on the Swiss Riviera before we catch a train up to Zermatt. Our 8-day journey crosses Switzerland by panoramic trains, stopping in breathtaking towns and alpine valleys along the way. Welcome to Montreux, where mountains meet the wild breath of Lake Geneva. Today we wander its fabled promenade, the same path that stirred artists and dreamers for generations. Here the lake acts like a vast engine of warmth, its waters storing sunlight while the surrounding peaks hold back the northern cold. That fragile balance gives Montreux 20% more sun, where palms, magnolias, and figs defy altitude, and they thrive at 400 meters. Before us stretches Lake Geneva, 582 square kilometers of shifting light and mist, Western Europe's largest alpine lake, and it's so large it creates its own small tides and weather. Today we explore Montreux' 7-kilometer lakefront promenade. It's one of Europe's most scenic, lined with historic mansions, luxury hotels, and gardens facing the calm expanse of Lake Geneva. Freddie still stands here in bronze, fist raised towards the Alps. Montreux loved him back. Queen recorded 7 albums here, and Freddie claimed this lakeside town his home, watching sunsets from his apartment above the water. What pulled Freddie here? The same thing pulling everyone else here: peace. In Montreux, he wasn't Freddie the icon. He was just another guy grabbing coffee and wandering the promenade. Locals didn't swarm him. They let him breathe. That quiet freedom meant everything. In 1991, while already fading, he recorded his last songs here. A Winter's Tale was his goodbye, written while staring at this same lake. He sings about the blue sky, the mountains, the stillness. He knew he wouldn't see many more winters, yet somehow the song feels full of life. Everything is in French, the French food. We went from beer and sausages to wine and steaks. And everybody speaks French now, not German. It really feels like you're in a different country.
But it's the same country.
Yeah. Well, the climate's so different, and then, everything changed. In Montreux, life gathers around the lake. The hillside city descends daily to restaurants, playgrounds, and bike paths. Well, it looks like you can take a ride on the lake. It's a cute boat. Those boats you see aren't just pleasure craft. Some are commuters. People actually take boats to work here, crossing between Switzerland and France, like others might take a bus. And we can tell we're now in the French part of Switzerland with French food and a nice glass of wine. Things are really different here. Watching that sunset over Lake Geneva, one of Europe's great alpine lakes, left me speechless. Our time here was short, just a stop on our rail journey through Switzerland, but it's unforgettable. We barely scratched the surface. Montreux has so much more to uncover. Good night, everyone. Tomorrow is another day, and we're going to have another incredible train ride to Zermatt, and we're going to be taking a gondola ride up into the high mountains. Stay tuned for that one. We're leaving the Swiss Riviera behind and rolling into the Rhone Valley. Switzerland's fruit basket and wine cellar. This place gets 300 days of sun a year. Out the window, vineyards, cornfields, and small factories blur past. The rhythm of everyday Switzerland, the part most travelers never notice.
It's beyond me why Switzerland is so prosperous. There is no reason. You have French people, Italians, Germans, speaking different languages. And how come the Italians don't want to be part of Italy? The French don't want to be part of France. The Germans don't be part of Germany. How come there are no civil wars, civil unrest, divisions? Everybody is living together peacefully, prosperous. Does not make no sense, you know? Everywhere around the world, I mean, like even people speaking with a slight difference between the two languages, they're fighting each other, like right now in Russia and Ukraine. And like right here, there is no natural resources. There is no poetry. Even the countryside looks like landscaped. You know, the fields, the hills, they look like golf courses. Everything is beautiful, it's clean, organized. The rest of the world, we can learn from Switzerland. And really, this is my own impression, you know. I don't know much about it. I don't live in Switzerland. Maybe it looks wonderful, and actually it's not. As far as I can see, people are happy. They live great together, they respect the government. There is extreme law and order. I mean, like, you don't see graffiti, you don't see garbage. Everything is running like a Swiss watch. And I never knew that a country of 8.5 million can have such a great railroad system. You know, like the trains run every half an hour. You can connect pretty much to any part of Switzerland. And like riding on a train, looking on the roads, you don't see cars. Because actually, you don't need to be driving from place to place, because the trains are so efficient. And not only the trains, once you get from the train station, you have the buses, everything is connected, everything is organized, everything is perfect.
At Visp, we transfer to the Matterhorn Gotthard train, starting the steep final leg towards Zermatt. A true feat of Swiss railway engineering. So you can see the cogwheel in the middle of the track, and it grips on that so it can pull itself up the hill. In the next hour, we rise 1,000 meters through 15 tunnels and 30 bridges, defying gravity across 35 rugged kilometers. Oh, we're climbing straight up. As the valley narrows, steep cliffs rise on both sides, restricting sunlight so severely that some villages only get 2 hours in the winter. We've entered Switzerland's high alpine zone, where long winters dominate the year and human life adapts carefully to extreme cold and limited daylight. Don't miss our next video. We're off to Zermatt, Switzerland's ski capital. We'll ride cable cars to the top of the world, stare down the real Matterhorn. Come along as we travel aboard the Glacier Express across Switzerland to St. Moritz, one of Europe's most scenic and iconic train routes.